Bob Arum says Crawford isn't a pay-per-view draw. We've lost money on every fight. Unbelievable.
Push the weight and no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. If I had a quarter every time I heard Bob Arum disrespect or people that support Bob's lingo, when it came to Terrence Bud Crawford, I'd be a wealthy individual. Not rich, wealthy, because there's a difference. I was just wondering when Bud and his supporters were tired of Bob Arum. I was just wondering. That's what we was all wondering. At any point, did we say Bud was trash? Nope. Did we say he couldn't fight? Nope. What we did say was, okay, him and Errol are now in the same sentence. Let them fight. And the circus began. But I'm not here to talk about that. Let's talk about the person that was in the way the whole time. Boxing Sing. Link will be in the description if you care to read it. Terrence Crawford appears to already have 1 foot out of the top-ranked boxing ring. Strange way to begin. Okay, whatever. The 3-division champion is contractually free to pursue future fights with any outfit he chooses now that his contract with Bob Arum Company has expired. Following the stoppage win over Sean Porter last month in an ESPN pay-per-view event in Las Vegas, Crawford all but guaranteed that he'd be testing the waters outside of Top Rank in his next fight. Well, I'm pretty sure my decision is made already, Crawford said in a post-fight press conference. You know, Bob couldn't secure me the Errol fight when I was with him. So now, so how he gonna secure me the Spence fight when I'm not with him? So, you know, I'm moving forward with my career, and I wish everyone the best. Do y'all know what he's talking about? He's talking about this.
You know, obviously you're becoming a free agent. Bob said if you know, he would talk to you about individual fights. He mentioned Spence. He mentioned Josh Taylor. Is there any individual fight out there that appeals to you more than others? And secondly, when do you make the decision? How do you kind of go through it and come up with your decision?
Well, I'm pretty sure my decision is made already. You know, Bob couldn't secure me the Spence fight when I was with him. So how you going to secure me the Spence fight when I'm not with him? So, you know, I'm moving forward with my career right now, and I wish everybody the best.
That's how you do it in a poetry slam. Yeah. Arum quietly sat at the time, digesting Crawford's painfully honest comments. Painfully honest. Painfully honest. Words are important. Painfully honest, which means what he just said. He couldn't secure the Errol fight. But Arum would say he lost money on him. Wait a minute. You're the promoter. Why didn't you put the same energy in the Bud that you put into Tyson Fury? I barely see you putting the same amount of energy into promoting Vasyl Lomachenko, who hasn't sold any pay-per-views, right? Who has a fight this weekend against Rich Comey. I haven't seen one advertisement on TV. I haven't seen it. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the comment section. I haven't seen it, but you lost money on Bud though, right? I'll read on. The 90-year-old has since, oh, this is written messed up. He opened up on a situation surrounding the top pound-for-pound fighter he promoted. He said, Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters in the world today, and he's tremendously skilled, Arum told TalkSport. Unfortunately, he hasn't been shown to be a fighter that is a draw on pay-per-view for whatever reason. That's weird. You put him on pay-per-view and you ridicule the numbers. I'm not sure if that's Bud's fault. I'm not sure. I mean, did you say that he was the best thing you've seen since Muhammad Ali? Because if you ask Vasyl Lomachenko, who you said was the best thing you've seen since Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray, Vasyl Lomachenko says Bud is number one pound for pound. Look it up. He said that. The comparison to Manny Pacquiao, I've heard people say that. It's a little unfair because Manny Pacquiao comes from a small country and he has that country on his back. Bud is American, and there are several different fighters in various divisions that he has to compete with. So at 140, he did his thing, but now he's at 147. There's a slew of other stars. And he has to compete with everything. So what did you expect Bud to do? Could he have been a little more vocal? Maybe. Omaha is his hometown, unless you threw every event in Omaha. But I was at the pay-per-view event when he fought Amir Khan. I mean, the house was packed. But according to you, the numbers ain't do what you expected them to do. So let me find out you put him on a big-ass budget, and he fell way short of that. You got mad at him for that. Your expectations was high. Maybe your breakthrough fight was if you made the Errol Spence fight. 60-40, I don't know. Let me sit down with Errol because that's the fight that's going to give me a return on my investment. Bud sat right there on stage and told you couldn't secure me the fight. How about this? Speaking of Manny Pacquiao, you stopped it, Bob. Did you not? Manny's a nice guy. I know how it would end. Do you want a return on your investment, or do you value Manny Pacquiao's friendship? Because I'm going to tell you what happened. You flew his ass down to Australia. He lost. And then he took his ass to Al Heyman and made more money. But you won't be mad at Bud, though. Right? This is what we were saying about Bud. There's no hate towards Bud. We were like, Bud, what are you doing there in the first goddamn place? I'll read on. Keith Iddick reported that Crawford versus Porter event, priced at basically $70, didn't reach the break-even point of 150,000 pay-per-view buys. The lackluster pay-per-view buy numbers for that fight followed. I swear to God, I hate talking about everything I just said to you. I'm keeping it simple. All of this with the numbers and shit. Look, the link will be in the description. You can read it if you want. Let me just go to the quotes. I don't like talking about buys. I hate this shit because we know what happened. We were all here. So we put them in the best fights we can. That's a lie. And unfortunately, we've lost money on every fight. I just said to y'all, the Pacquiao fight was there. He didn't get it. Bob stopped that. The Errol Spence was there. He didn't get it. Bud just said Bob couldn't secure it. Those are two fights where I know for a fact he could have broke even. He could have fought Manny Pacquiao, beat him. He could have fought Errol. We 50-50 on that. But I know they could have got at least two fights out of that. Bob would have made his money back. But he want to put him in there and compare him to what? Lackluster pay-per-view. Victor Postile. What has he done lately? Let's see. Amir Khan in MSG. Who cares? Hold on. I got y'all right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Victor Postile.
Who cares?
Amir Khan.
Who cares?
Your house in Beverly Hills, Bob.
Who cares?
You're not fooling nobody over here, man. He said, so if someone is willing to come to and put up money with Crawford is demanding, put up the money that Crawford is demanding, he should do a fight with another promoter if he's going to make more money. We're really at the limit of what we can pay him. Yo, all of this shit is his fault. This is Bob. My question to Bud was, bro, why did you go there in the first goddamn place? It appears Arum and Crawford are both content on pursuing new paths and partners. Look, man, that's the article. I'm already giving you my opinion. The link will be in the description. Bob did Bud dirty, but we told you there's not a Bud fan in the world that said they were cool with him going to Top Rank when all the talent was in the PBC. Keep it simple. If Bud is so hot, he'd have did better as a free agent. But if he can't be a free agent, what's that saying about his star power? Is it any dispute that Errol Spence has more star power than Bud? Hence the 60-40 being generous. Keep it simple. This sides of the street shit. This easy route conversation. Ridiculous. Y'all know what he meant. I'm going to clean up my side. Because it was easy to do. Or you could take 40%. We could get it popping now. Don't tell me what was said or whatever. That was the premise. 60-40 was out there. Bud said no. And now we dealing with this. Hopefully, all of that's done with now. Because my stance on it has always been Bud and Errol need to lock themselves in a room, get it done, and do it for the culture. Take it how you want it. I have no horse in the race. I got love for Bud. I got love for Errol. But they need to do this for the culture. That's right, I said it. That's right, I said it. If Bob Arum could say he could have Oscar Valdez fight Navarrete because he wants an all-Mexican card because he feels that's more beneficial financially for him instead of putting Oscar Valdez in the ring with Shakur Stevens. Why is it wrong for me to say Bud and Errol need to do it for the culture? Things are done for the culture in all kinds of races, cultures, and creeds. Wishful thinking, but I would love for Bud and Errol to get it done on Juneteenth, that weekend. Get a supercard going. Bud fans, don't look at us like we doing anything wrong. You need to be looking at Bob Arum. Go read the article. He's lying. Again. Victor Postile, Amir Khan, when you could have had Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. Bud could have been an overnight star, a bigger star than what he is now. But this was all his decision for going over there in the first goddamn place. Bronx on deck. Move!